that never was felt better than the one that was. Spent my life protecting what I wouldn't let it turn to dust. Kept pictures of the both of us, how a photograph preserved the ghost of us. Snow on the lawn, coats in the closet, warming up the skeletons. Not a precious man, not prejudiced, but I get just a little jealous when fellas want to touch her melons. Blinded by rage, trying to exit stage right before Corey come back a felon. Whole life was robbed from us, what we wanted was, but at the same time never was. I remember that house that never was a home, never felt right all alone. Everything was stated right on paper, flake paint and fake neighbors, but I can't complain. Even when it's late at night, I don't hear the wolves howling at the moon no more. Went farther from the wild than ever before. Went from the sun child to the emperor of a lopsided empire. Cops tried to quench fire with fire, smile under their own nystagmus. Nostradamus couldn't predict this, already ran out of fortunes in centuries past. They knew about the plane crash, they knew how to sniff out the hash, but can't stop a shadow turning to ash. Always waiting for the other shoe to drop. When you debut with a flop, only place to shoot is up. Always believed in beautiful stuff. Always believed in me and you, love. Lived in between so many walls, put the 4 horsemen in stalls. Need floors for a child when he crawls. Need a house without dolls. Hate to think what they made of us. Traded us like slaves on our maiden voyage and made a man of me. Still I pray to be a boy again. God knows we lived through so much. Not boastful, but a whole book ain't enough to explore it. Wanna leave an heirloom as a bridegroom. Gotta repair the womb like a Taurus. I got more than I wish. Next time learn to be more specific. Every bit makes a difference in a heart that never was. 4 walls should be enough to start a mission. I reminisce on the old block. Yeah, I still do sometimes. Old block isn't hardly what it's thought to be. Memory turned fuzzy when it's far away. Didn't want to admit it's so hard that we never had it our way, even when life was great. I reminisce the old time now with quiescence. Essence of remembrance isn't the real thing, and it's better than the full heaviness. I remember kids yelling outside my window. I was scared, so I closed the curtains all winter. When the voice of a child is more terrifying than a grown man. When every moment of quiet holds lifetimes of the unsaid. I reminisce the old block in my head. There were bouncing basketballs, probably having fun. I felt I'd never known what that was. Well, at least not since life begun. How about the first time the family silence was broken and I said that what they hoped would remain unspoken? I was already disowned then. How about the time I was sold out by my own kin? Sure, it showed me my skin was thicker than the blood within. Sure, it showed me I've never known my own relatives. They said keep your friends close and your enemies closer. If family is familiar enemies, I'll stop them at a 10-foot pole then. You say a bio parent matters when I'm flattered to originate from a whole other solar system. I'm a futurist, I got no time for algorithms, only concerned with images that's forward looking. You think it's tunnel vision, but I see the light at the end most of you've been overlooking. There was a woman who believed in death. There was a man who spoke smoke with his breath. Both of them ended up dressing for the flower bed on the old block. I never been so haunted by the sound of children. What's supposed to fill with joy only made me ill then. But that was when my thoughts were still little then. There was a fly that I hated. I cried every night when the sun died and faded. Everything I tried and write felt like a lie and dated. There were parades on the old block. I was searching for the one rose that never fades, but it don't talk. I had to wait for the wind to make the way and light the spark. I found her crying in the dark. I reminisce on the old block. The last secret in the class where you keep it locked close to your heart, open and shut like a casket black. Somebody killed their soul before he gave it back. Duffel bag full of tranquil doves, full of pride, full of thanks for the mad love. Sat above the attackers, watched them fall like dominoes. The last secret tatted beneath skin, imagine deeper in a priesthood lives. Hunter-trapper for snappers, throw 'em back after the fact. You hooked 'em and hung 'em up. Rat. You're intolerant to facts like lactose. Go back home, take your sleeping pill like trazodone. Schlepping for a treasure map like Jeffrey Rush's Barbaros. Morning after we rose like Lazarus. Last dream came in creeping at first, and a secret screaming so free you can't unsee it. They say seeing is believing, then I'll believe in you and me then. And I'll never stop believing. They threw babies in the deep end, never mind. And surprised when they can't see him weeping underwater. They sundered my boyhood home, so I'd always wonder what happened like plunder phonics. Secret is we live ass backwards.